Good day everyone, I am Jirdil Mahusay. I'm taking the course of Bachelor Science in Custom Administration and I am a 4th year student. My topic is all about anti-dumping law. And number one is, why is dumping and why is unfair to the local industry? Number one issue is undercutting price. Undercutting price, dumping floods and the local market with cheaper imported goods make it hard for local producer to compete on price. Based on my explanation is maglisod o compete ang mga local due to the overprice sa mga other country. And then number two is market distortion. Because the dumped goods are sold at artificially low price, it distorts to the local market, harming fair competition. Amo gitong pasabot sa number one. And number two is kanang maglisod sila market kay sample sapatos na Nike po din na class A. Siyempre ang pilion jud na sa mga tao is katong Nike na original. And then ang class A man gud kay medyo paspas kay siya maguba. Maglisod sila compete sa fair competition kay ang standard magud sa mga other country is kanang expand nila ang mga goods o kanang siyempre kuan jud mas gwapo jud ang original kaysa sa mga class A. Number 3 is threat to local business. Local companies may suffer losses or go out of business because they cannot compete with the low price of dumb goods. Mao gatong pasabot gani na kanang dako jud kayo impact ang other countries kay maapektuhan man jud ang mga local kay siyempre the word local ana jud jud binuhat na daan. Other than that is ang imported man gud na mga product is mas liable siya og magdugay jud siya sa industry. What are the three elements that established in dumping case? Number one, dumping. This occurs when a product exported to another country at a price lower than its normal value, often defined as the price in the exporter domestic market or the cost of production plus a reasonable profit margin. Ang dumping guys is ma-export siya to another country to the price lower than its normal value. And being the price in the exporter domestic market and cost of production plus a reasonable profit margin. Number 2 is material injury. The importing country domestic industry must demonstrate that it has suffered or threatened with a material injury harm. In short, as a result of a dump imports, this can include lost sales, reduced profit, or other economic harm. Number 3 is causal link. There must be a direct causal connection between the dump imports and the material injury suffered by the domestic. In other words, the injury must be the result of a dumping and not other the factors. Ang kaning tulo is which is dako siya impact jud sa anti-dumping case kay ang kanitanan in short mapiktuhan jud ang mga product goods like mga product or goods sa mga businesses. Number 3 is which government agency are responsible for implementing the law. Number 1 is DTI, a Department of Trade and Industry. The Trade Remedial Division within the DTI is responsible for investigating and recommending anti-dumping measure. Ang meaning ani is kanang ang DTI mo investigate sa goods, sa product if they conduct an investigation into the dumping practices and assess injury to domestic industry. Number 2 is BOC. Ang BOC enforces the collection of anti-dumping duties on imported goods found to be dumped. After may investigate sa Department of Trade Industry, ang bureau mo collect sa anti-dumping duties o makita nila na dump and ensure proper application of tariff at the border. I-correct po nila og tama ba kung asa gikan ng mga product or goods. Ang BOC amo correct na ang DTI lang amo investigate. After nila ma-investigate, i-correct na yun sa Bureau of Customs if dump ba siya or reject or dili. Ang letter B is application to practice. Cite one actual or document case on anti-dumping in the Philippines or ASEAN. And based on my research is one notable case of anti-dumping in the Philippines involved the imposition of anti-dumping duties on the imported cement from Vietnam in April 2023. The Department of Trade and Industry ordered the Bureau of Customs to implement definitive anti-dumping duties on ordinary Portland cement type 1 blended cement type 1P originating from Vietnam. This decision followed an investigation initiated by DTI in response to petition filed by local cement manufacturers including Cemex Holding the Philippines and Holcim. The petition alleged the Vietnamese cement was being sold in the Philippines market is unfairly low price, causing material injury to the domestic industry. The DTI investigation found sufficient evidence to justify the imposition of anti-duties. These duties were set to remain in effect for 5 years, aiming to protect the local cement industry the adverse effects of dumping imports. Number C is reflection. ang base sa akong opinion is kanang mahimo ko ay, in your opinion, how should custom broker uphold fair trade practices when dealing with imported goods subject to anti-dumping? Ang base ako, if ako ang custom broker, is crucial for ensuring that imported goods comply with the trade laws, including anti-dumping duties designed to prevent unfair the harm of the domestic industry. To uphold fair trade practices as a custom broker, ang akong button is number 1, ensure full compliance. Classify ang goods, declare the value with origin honestly. And number 2 is stay informed and keep up to date with the latest trade regulation. Number 3 is to promote transparency. I-maintain ako ang clear and open communication with the importers. Number 4 is to advocate ethical practices. I-refuse na ko ang mga participate in schemes that evade duties or manipulate trade data, reinforcing the integrity of the trading system. And last is mag-support ko sa fair competition, which is local pa man na or domestic pa na, need mo siya i-support by facilitating compliance broker health level in the playing field for domestic producer while following a legitimate imports to enter the market fairly. Explain the concept and purpose of the Anti-Dumping Act of 2004 RA 8752. The Anti-Dumping Act of 2004 is the Philippine law enacted to protect domestic industry from unfair trade practices, particularly the dumping of imported goods. Number 1 is to investigate whether the dumping is taking place. Number 2 is assessing whether it caused or threatened to cause material injury to a domestic industry. And number 3 is imposing anti-dumping duties to counteract the injury caused by the dumping imports. The purpose of the law is to protect domestic industry, ensure a fair trade, and support government trade policy. Here are the key elements of a dumping investigation. Number 1 is dumping. Occurs when a product is sold in the importing country at less than its normal value. Bali, ambot pasabot, ibaligya nimo siya sa other country na gamay og price. Number 2 is the domestic industry injury. Evidence must show that domestic industry is materially injured, in short, or threatened with it due to the dump imports. Number 3 is causal link. There must be a direct connection between the dump imports and the injury to the domestic industry. Number 4 is the normal value, the price of the product in the exporter, domestic market, or constructed value based on a cost of production or profit margin. And number 5 is export price, the price at which the product is sold to the importing country. And last is number 6, the dumping margin, the difference between the normal value and in the export price. And number 2 is the domestic industry injury. Ang meaning na is mag-give kag evidence, ipakita nimo sa domestic industry na injured ang material, and then makapatreten siya sa mga like dump imports. And number 3 is the causal link. Dapat need kag direct connection between sa dump imports o asa na injury ang the domestic industry. And number 4 is the normal value. Dapat ang price sa product sa export market kay base pod sa product pod sa production sa goods plus profit margin. And number 5 is the export price. Dapat ang price sa product is nabaligya to the importing country. And number 6 is the dumping margin. Dapat the difference ang dapat same sila sa price sa normal o sa export price. Bawal nimo siya na ilahi, like ang normal price is nga na niya, ang export price kay mas higher, dili na pwede kay mahog na siya ma-dumping. Ako i-discuss what are anti-dumping laws. Anti-dumping laws are trade regulation designed to protect a country domestic industry or local industry to unfair competition. Dumping occurs when a foreign manufacturer export a product to another country at a price lower than its normal value, and then to counteract this, government to impose anti-dumping duties, additional tariff on such imports. Ang anong importante man ang anti-dumping law sa custom brokerage. Amo ni ang findings. Compliance with the import regulation. Number 1 is custom broker must ensure all shipments comply with the anti-dumping laws. Mao jud yung pinaka number 1 nimo na i-comply ang anti-dumping laws kay wala kabalo sa goods. Number 2 is to verify whether imported goods are subject to anti-dumping by checking the tariff classification and country of origin. Mao ni ang number 2 is always yun mo i-check ang product if anti-dumping siya kay number 1 mo i-check ang tariff classification o ang country of origin o asa ba siya gikan na country, same basta tariff classification sa product kung asa ka ng item sa like sa country. And number 3 is ikanang if mag-fail ka sa comply can result as severe penalties, shipment delays, or even seizure of goods. Pag dili mo siya ma-comply, late na mo na realize na anti-dumping day ang dump day ang product, na possible na kanang ang goods is ma-seizure or daghang penalties ang mabot. Ako pong next is kanang unsaon mo pag-correct sa duties and taxes. Number 1 is anti-dumping duties can significantly increase the total landed cost of a product. And brokers must calculate and report accurate duties to custom authorities, which may include regular custom duty, VAT or value added tax or sales tax. Ang bot pasabot ani is kanang always din mo siya i-report sa custom authorities if na case na anti-dumping. Dapat ang tax na ang VAT or ang sales tax same siya sa same pod sa tax sa other country. Ang number 3 is documentation and record keeping. Broker must maintain accurate records of import entries that may subject to anti-dumping duties. Ang pasabot ani kay ang broker is kailangan di siya kanang nadutay kanang record mga file or mga documents sa anti-dumping duties. These records are critical for custom audits and disputes involving duty assessment. Amo ni number 1 na pinaka-important kay wala kay record and then maabot ang audit findings, wala kay mapakita if ang goods is anti-dumping ba siya or dili.